In the world of professional cycling, a select few riders transcend past their peers and become true legends of the sport. The names that we have associated with this tag of greatest of all time includes the GOAT himself, Eddy Merckx, Bernard Hinault, Fausto Coppi, Jacques Anquetil, and even Greg LeMond, who are etched into the history books of cycling. Their dominance in the Grand Tours and monuments have set them apart from the ordinary professional cyclist. However, in recent years, one name has started to emerge in the same sort of vein, and this is Tadej Pogačar, the Slovenian superstar who has really become an icon of the sport. And in today's video, we're going to explore why Pogačar is on track to becoming potentially the best cyclist ever, drawing comparison even to Eddy Merckx. Eddy Merckx, of course, is known as the Cannibal and is arguably the greatest cyclist of all time with his 525 victories, but more impressively in Grand Tours, winning 11 in total, including 5 Tour de France titles. Merckx's sheer dominance over a decade has made him a symbol of cycling excellence. Pogačar, in his short but remarkable career, has already displayed a similar level of dominance. Tadej Pogačar, since his Tour de l'Avenir victory in 2018, has shown his flair and strength on the bike. His real big jump into the world of cycling consciousness was at the 2019 Vuelta España. At his debut Grand Tour, he didn't just survive the Grand Tour, he dominated it, picking up 3 stage victories along the way and beating riders with much more Grand Tour success and experience than himself, picking up the white jersey and even a spot on the podium, which was truly sensational from the youngster. Pogačar once again the following year showed at the Tour de France 2020 he was not a force to be underestimated, winning the Tour de France on that incredible La Planche de Belfi time trial, shocking the world and his countryman Primož Roglič, and thereby in the process he managed to win his first ever Tour de France at the age of 21, and on top of that actually won 3 out of the 4 jerseys available, the white, the polka dot, and of course the yellow, and at a much younger age than Eddy Merckx won his first Tour de France. Similarly, the following year in 2021, his Tour de France was truly imperious, this time left with no rivals, winning 3 stages along the way and had no problems picking up the 3 jerseys once again. So that was 3 jerseys, 3 stages averaging per Tour de France. 2022, unfortunately, Tadej Pogačar was dethroned by the collective effort of Jumbo-Visma on the Col de Granon and seemed to disappear, unfortunately, and had to settle for 2nd place, but still 2nd place in the Tour de France once again. And it showed that it took one of the greatest cycling teams in history to dethrone Tadej Pogačar, just emphasizing that strength as a rider he has. Once again in 2023, he finished 2nd to his career rival of Jonas Vingegaard, but his preparation was not ideal, recovering from a broken wrist and having no racing leading up to it. So to some extent, this was a historic feat as well, coming in with so little preparation, but still managing to pick up stage wins and winning the final mountain stage despite cracking on the Col de la Loze. So showing his sheer fighting spirit, not giving up. What truly sets Tadej Pogačar apart is not just the incredible wins he has amassed during his short time in the Grand Tours, but the manner in which he has done this. His aggressiveness and willingness to do or die on the bike has really showed his characteristic as a bike rider. His performances are characterized by his strategic intelligence, the unyielding determination to win, and his unmatched panache in his generation. Pogačar's ability to excel in both the time trials, where he's picked up victories both on the mountain ones and the flat, and of course the mountain stages, really does emulate the efforts of Merckx's versatility, who at the same age did also have 2 Tour de France titles to his name. But Tadej Pogačar does miss something to become that all-round rider, and that is to win both the Giro and the Vuelta, and I'm sure we're going to see that in the years to come. When it comes to the monuments, again Eddy Merckx stands alone with his 19 victories in total, and in comparison, Tadej Pogačar at 25 years old has amassed 5 monument wins already, winning Liège-Bastogne-Liège, the Tour of Flanders and Il-Lombardia 3 times. In 2021, he really dominated, winning Liège-Bastogne-Liège and Il-Lombardia in the same year, and in 2023 he had a truly Merckxian classics campaign in the springtime as he began winning Paris-Nice, coming close to the podium in Milan-San Remo, and then winning the Tour of Flanders, dropping arguably the best Tour of Flanders rider of his generation, Mathieu van der Poel, in the process, before then heading to the Amstel Gold with no rivals, dropping everyone and finishing solo. And then he went on to outkick the best punchers in Flèche-Wallonne before he fell short in a crash in Liège-Bastogne-Liège. But the monument he has the best relationship with so far is Il Lombardia, and here he did win it in 2021, went on to win it in 2022 as well, and dominated in 2023 despite the challenges of Primož Roglic and Remco Evenepoel, joining the elite club of Alfredo Binda and Gino Bartali of 3 straight victories, and maybe he'll even be able to challenge the all-time record of Fausto Coppi. Pogacar's victories in the classics and monuments, such as even Strade Bianche, has shown his true adaptability across the different terrains and race profiles. These performances are indicative of a rider who's not just a force in the Grand Tours, but also making him a serious mark in a one-day classics, and this is really what sets him apart from all of the other riders in his generation, Jonas Vingegaard, even Chris Froome, Bradley Wiggins, etc., as he is a dominant force in both the Grand Tours and the monuments. When we think of the best riders in history, we have to say Eddy Merckx, Bernard Hinault, and even Greg LeMond, who were products of their respective eras. The challenges, technology, and competitive landscape were very different from Tadej Pogacar. Merckx's era was characterized by a different approach to training, racing, and recovery compared to what we see today. Hinault's dominance in the late 70s and 80s was marked by fierce rivalries and an aggressive style of racing. LeMond was one of those rivals and an American pioneer, and had to break through cultural barriers to compete at the highest level, and even have to recovering from being shot by a shotgun. More about that in this other video. In contrast, Pogacar's era sees advancements in sports science, nutrition, and even the most important thing, equipment. The competition is fiercer than ever, with Jonas Vingegaard and Jumbo-Visma living up to the challenge, as this really is the generation of data and sophisticated training methodologies. Pogacar's ability, though, to adapt and thrive in these modern environments speaks volumes about his exceptional talent and work ethic. While it is premature to label Tadej Pogacar as the best cyclist ever, given a rich history of the sport, his trajectory is definitely undeniable and awe-inspiring, you have to say. His remarkable Grand Tour victories in the Tour and his ruthless performances in the Monument suggest that he could very well be on his way to potentially rival the likes of Merckx, Hinault, LeMond, or even Fausto Coppi. Pogacar's versatility, intelligence, and tenacity makes him a standout figure in modern cycling as he continues to write his own chapter in history of the sport. Fans around the world eagerly awaiting the evolution of this new cycling legend, and only time will tell, can he indeed secure his place among the pantheon of cycling greats of the sport. And let's just not forget. That's basically it for this video. Make sure to comment down below and hit the like button what you think of Tadej Pogacar as a rider. Is he our modern day Eddy Merckx? And of course, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you around.